Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Kate in the Nest, and I'm really happy that you might be able to squeeze some time in with me while I have a bit of a stitch. I love these. Um, I love these videos because these ones are the easiest because it's so authentic that Kate just needs to stitch. I've done a little bit today, but it's now the afternoon. I've got a little bit of time. I've got some in my nest. It's creeping in again. Um, I found some fringe the other day, which looks not vintage. Well, it's new, but I thought I might add it, and all sorts of little treasures around the nest. So before we get started, I'm hoping that you are well, that you have something beside you, a cup of tea, something to stitch along. I'm getting a little worried that a few of you watch me in the middle of the night, but that's okay as long as you get your sleep in. So this is a pouch. You know me, yeah, it doesn't matter when or why, but this story pouch is means to me a lot. It has a comforting blanket with satin. It has stitching that I did with fleur. It's got wool and cotton and my favorite fabrics. And this side, which actually was going the fastest, is gradually growing. So I'm doing a little bit of this, and I just thought I'd get on and share that with you. Now, it's not an only, I've got this pink wool here. All I need is some wool, a needle, and some scissors, and I think I'll be right. So as I said, weekend here, lovely day at home. Someone said, have you got something wonderful planned for the weekend? And I said, yep. I'll be in my nest. I have to tomorrow be disciplined because my beautiful mother-in-law is coming to stay early next week. And just put it this way, I need to make some room for her. She is the most beautiful soul, and she won't mind, but I do feel that I need to just do a little bit of more domestics. Okay, I've got hot pink. I've got this embroidery happening here. Will we go on the red, or will we do some other stitching to warm us up? How about I was doing this the other night. This is a beautiful floral that I painted, and I'm playing, well, I'm always playing, but what's happening is this idea of gathering and ruching is really appealing to me at the moment. So I've done my knot, blanket and wool. Oh, a beautiful combination, but so beautiful that my needle came immediately undone. So here we're just going to add some definition to the middle of this flower. Going over here. So I'm just following the line of this little flower down, and back stitch, and who knows what I'll do on here. it called? Thread painting. Oops, there we go. Need to say welcome back if you've been here on this journey, and there's some new people out there, so welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I can't believe that that we're just growing together. That's what I call it. It's a community, one of the nicest communities I've ever come across. All right, let's go there. Let's do in this big gap. I wouldn't mind, because I've got wool in here. I haven't done one of these. Oh gosh, forget that. It can't be one of those because I was getting so excited I didn't think about my directions. So let's just call this seed stitch. But we're just blending. I do feel like I've got a garden in my hand. Okay, so let's go up here. Textures, my little frillies. Okay. Let's do something else I haven't done for a little while. A little cluster of French knots. I mean, I'm hearing thunder again. It is too late to be tropical. We didn't used to have humidity and storms in the afternoon here in the Highlands. Just learning to expect the unexpected, but I would like the humidity to go away. I feel better preserved when it's there we are. So a little bit of this pop of pink there. So I've got a bit of the chenille. Let's go over here, and truly this is the way I do it. Have no plans for what's going to fall into place. So I've got this beautiful pink blanket. And could we make a sort of, this is off I discovered some old quilts, Aussie quilts. They're not vintage or anything, but I've been harvesting. I'm using that up there as binding. It's a beautiful flower. Goodness me, I've got all sorts of thoughts going. Hello, Vanessa. I was just thinking of that. This is fabric, paper and fabric, although I could save that for my, no, I could save it for my story journal. I'm just hands in my drawer that should have all my yo-yos, which it does, but you never know, actually. Yeah, let's make this part of a 3D flower there, and let's go with this one. Will we change wool? No, we won't yet. Look at the colours in that. So what project are you working on at the moment? Or are you multi-projecting like me? There must be a word for that. I think as I shared, I looked the other day and thought, oh, my colours on my thumbnails are evolving, but at the same time I never want to well, I suppose that's the most important thing, isn't it? It's all about fun and following your emotions. I was one of those people that could plan their outfit to wear to work the night before, have everything organised to save me time, and just get up and go, nope, I can't wear that. And that's where I totally know. I used to work with a lovely man, and he used to he used to make us laugh because we said, how do you choose what you wear? And he said, I just line all my shirts up in a row. I think he said he had 14. And he just started at the top of the row and just went through them. He was single, and not that that matters, but that was his. I liked it because it was pragmatic, and I was envious, but impossible for me. I saw a lady, actually it wasn't a lady, I saw a post, in fact I don't know who it was, on Instagram where someone was making petal shapes out of their Suffolk puffs. I must have a look at that because I loved it, and they were 3D, so there'd be another one on top. Beautiful garden. So we're going around here in Lolly Pink. I've got this little space here. Nope, not sure yet. Maybe too central. No, I want that down there. So let's ignore that for the moment. No, we're not going to ignore. We're going to be intentional. So here we go. We're going to be disciplined. Here comes the hay fever sneeze. Thank you for those who've been showing their care. It's just won't go away. How many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that feels right. I'll go up here. Tuck this under somewhere. Lots of layers. And let's go over into the middle of the netting, do some big stitches. Is there a place for a strawberry? I don't think so at the moment, but here's my little favourite piece. Okay, let's change. What have I got up here that I haven't used yellow for a long time? Red, nope. Oh, that's also pretty. I'm just having a little play in my drawers and just seeing what colour is speaking to me right now. This is variegated yellow and lemon embroidery thread. Oh, see, all of a sudden I've forgotten how to do my knot. Now concentrate. We're right now. Little tiny yellow flower there. I never noticed it, but now I'm stitching in yellow. It's those little details that make me happy. Oh. Oh, I've stopped talking. That's the happiness factor. Remember those cards and posters? Happiness is. Well, I think we people could fill that in with 100,000 things, and I'm sure we would say sitting with a needle in hand. Have I got 3? Yep, I'm going to leave that hanging, and I'm going to come over here now to this beautiful bit of flower. can't see it exactly, but we're just going to do some satin stitch in various heights. I left a gap there, so let's go back. It's doing the inside of her flower upside down. I think it'll be okay. Go down there. Up. Finish this off. So what have we done? We've done a little bit of that. We've got that beautiful flower new in the garden. I don't want to cover up my slow stitching there. I won't call it beautiful embroidery, it's just big stitches. So it may be that our little bit of fringe ends up on this side. So I'll just pin it for the moment. No, because that one's down there. Nope. When in doubt, don't. Now what's happening with this greenery here? Actually, I was making these. When was I making these? On my March memory pouch. If we can, of course we can. Let's have, yep, push that into a shape, of course a shape, colour, a lighter pink. This is what I've done, everyone. I've just put them in a bag. Go. Although I was thinking that this is a bit of nope, that's not right for there. So let's just pin. I'll come back to that, and we'll use this beautiful colour down here. Let's go over there. Tuck under. Right now I'm just going through the top layer. Yep. Now let's go up here and let's do some shorter stitches and then go into that wall there. Didn't expect that that stitch to go that direction. I just got lost in thinking about something else, which just goes to show. Now that's the edge of the flower, so let's just do I have to confess, I've just been thinking about the week ahead and why I'm relishing this, as well as visitors. I am doing a week of work with my American colleagues, our education work, our very important project, and 'tis a season where we talk more often, celebrate, and before I go over at the end of May. So it's a lovely pattern. Very blessed to have that balance. And of course my mind's just jumped to, what will you be stitching on the plane? Which I still have a while to think about. I'm just following this little line round here with some big and little stitches. Up there. I haven't looked at the time, but I want to finish that little flower frill. Let's see what we've done. Yeah, just added texture along here. Do I need to go any further? Nope. It's there. And now I think we might use this. Just neutral. Is that the first lost needle for the day? Oh, that might be very bad. Oh, she was still tucked in the blanket. Let's come out of place there. Okay, now sometimes I gather before, but this time I'm just going to gather as I go and try not to scream at that pointy pin. So in collage style, I want this piece to come over there and not see that bit underneath. It's a bit of overstitching. Lost the end. So we're just sculpting it, and because this is beautiful, is it muslin? I think it is. And with the gouache colours on it, it's just so pretty. So much so that I want to reveal that little bit of pinky orange there, a little bit more in here. Here we are. How's that looking? Yes. I would have preferred not to see so much of that white. So we'll just take things into our own hands and just blur that. And of course I can come back with some paint to stop that white standing out. But all of this just adds beauty and texture, I think. Yep. I painted this. It's not the softest, but I will work some of that at some point. But for now, let's just take this thread up here. just put something as a little, I had something in mind, but it's not going to show up, so I'll save that when I've got a different colour in. There we are. Sorry about that plastic bag. That's not very like the nest, is it? Okay, so what have we done? Do we do anything on this side? Oh, yes. Used hot pink around here and French knots. So we're just adding textures with stitch. Oh, see, Vanessa, you want to be here. To be continued. And we've done some work here. We talked about the fringe. This little piece might become part of this garden. And sort of peek out. That would be pretty. It's so beautiful in itself. Okay, you've got the idea. I'll keep playing. And I'll put that there just to show that I've got a gap there, and to be continued. So this is Kate in the Nest. I hope you've got some things done as you've listened to my voice in the background, or if it's the middle of the night. Hopefully you are feeling sleepy enough to go back and get the rest that we all need. Please take care, everyone. Let's look after ourselves and remember that this is so good for us to take the time. I'll see you soon. Bye.